Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? How you doing? I got a special guest today. Usually I do my lives by myself, but I want to try to bring in guests now, and a lot of people that I met doing stand-up comedy in this Hollywood industry, and I'm bringing on an independent filmmaker. A guy I met in the comedy industry named Rasheed Stevens, and he's about doing for self, doing his own thing, and I'm about to bring him in right now. He has shot multiple projects. I'm going over them right now. He did this movie called Coffee and Cabbage. He did Induce Effect, Love Me Not. I mean, he did so many things. And he's actually going to be on Insecure as well. He's done many projects. He got a lot of projects in post production and pre production. So, I mean, he's doing his thing. You see what Tyler Perry's doing when it comes to independence. This guy, Rasheed Stevens, is doing it. He's doing it as well. So, I'm about to bring him up. I see him right there. Let me bring him up. What's up, Rasheed?
What's going on, Maurice?
Hey, man, just here is getting ready for this interview.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for having me, dog.
Hey, no problem, man. Yeah, we were supposed to put this interview before, but I didn't know how the YouTube live thing worked, so I wasn't able to invite guests. I didn't know you had to have a certain program for it, but I'm glad we finally got this done.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm definitely horrible at technology, man.
Yeah, I'm about 40 years old, so I'm like, man, I feel like an old head right
Oh, I'm just horrible. I'm not even that old. I'm just horrible at technology.
now. All right, so Rasheed, yeah, we met in comedy, stand-up comedy. So, what motivated you to do stand-up comedy?
Stand-up com. I mean, for me, stand-up comedy has always been something I wanted to do. I used to watch Comic View as a kid and watch, so that always kind of stuck with me. I was a bit of a class clown. I was always kind of had a sense of humor. So once I stopped playing football in college, I knew deep down inside I wanted to get in entertainment. So I kind of start asking around about stand up comedy or how do I find open mics. This happened back in Atlanta in 2010. And I did my first open mic in Atlanta in 2010 at Bruce Bruce. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know who
Bruce
Bruce Bruce.
Bruce,
Yeah,
Bruce, yeah.
I did it at his open mic and I did terrible. But yeah, I just always had that gravitational pull towards comedy and I wanted to do it. I wanted to perform and create my own narrative.
All right, so you're out here in Hollywood, you're doing comedy, and I remember you told me that you moved out here and you're living in your car pretty much. So how was that experience?
Oh, it was definitely an eye opener and it helped me grow. Basically, what happened was I did stand up comedy and some acting in Atlanta for about a year, and I knew if I stayed there, I was going to become stagnant.
Okay.
So I had this epiphany on like just a real story. I had an epiphany on I think a Sunday. I'm like, I should move to LA. I have to go to the pinnacle of entertainment. And I went on Monday and took out a title pond for my car for I think it was $237. No, $327. And I took that money and I moved July 15th from Atlanta, 2012, with $327. And I drove to LA and had not done any research, didn't know anyone, didn't know anything. So
Yeah.
by the time I get to LA, man, after gas and snacks, I think I got to LA with about 100. Matter of fact, I had 160 something bucks. And I was like, I need a good night rest. Like I said, I hadn't done no research. I thought the prices were about the same. I was totally oblivious. I went to a hotel called the It used to be called the Lounge Inn on Sunset Boulevard, and I'm thinking,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, maybe I can stay at a hotel for about a week because in Atlanta, those same hotels be like $29.99. I mean, that hotel was 116 bucks. I was like, oh freak, I'm gonna be fucking homeless, dog. So end up sleeping in my car, man.
Yeah,
Sleeping in
you'll
my
find
car.
out. Yeah, you'll find out. Like when you come from Atlanta, you come to LA, these prices are ridiculous over here. Yeah, you'll find that
Man,
out
it's not.
quick.
Yeah.
So we know that first movie you did. That I don't know if was that the first movie you produced. Coffee and Cabbage was based off your journey here.
Yeah, Coffee and Cabbage was my first feature film that I wrote, produced, and starred in. It was about a young homeless man living in his car, dating a girl that lives two cars behind him, while living vicariously through a comic book character that he created. But that was loosely based off my real experience in LA being homeless and having a girlfriend who was two cars behind me. Real story.
Yeah, I remember watching that movie, and the girl that lived 2 cars behind you. She happened to be very hot.
Yeah.
She was good looking as hell. I'm like, man, she pulling these girls from these cars like this. I was like, Rasheed, man.
Man,
Like, what?
I'll
Where?
be honest.
If I'm going to be homeless, I need to be in that spot. Like, where are these cars parked at?
Man, LA, man, you find beautiful women everywhere, dog. I you wouldn't been able to tell I was homeless, man, because I would get up. I had this routine. I get up like 5 o'clock in the morning, sun shining on me with a smile on my face. I
Yeah,
I grab my clothes, go to the gym, sneak in it. Well, I snuck in the gym, 24-hour fitness. Sneak in there, work out, take a shower, and I'll go to inside that Wendy's on Sunset Boulevard. They had an outlet. Go in that bathroom, iron my outfit on the ground, and I'd be ready about 7 o'clock and get ready for my day. So I was in shape, clean cut. I shave and stuff. So you would
yeah,
never guess I was homeless. Like, yeah. So I still no money, and then I would go eat a continental breakfast, at a hotel. I was
man.
getting it.
I seen that on the movie when I watched the movie. He had the premiere. I seen that. Yeah, you're on the in the
The-
park lifting weights. Doing pull ups. You're doing all that stuff. Yeah, you put that in the movie, Coffee and
yeah,
Cabbage.
man.
And I'm looking
I
up
had to.
Coffee and Cabbage right now. I'm looking up the movie. You're trying to look at the trailer. They say I got to sign in to watch the trailer. But yeah,
No, I think if you just go on YouTube, you could watch it. I think YouTube, the Coffee and Cabbage trailer is on there.
I'm signed in now so I can watch it. Yeah, 'cause I was like trying to. Yeah, but you put that in your life. I mean, in your movie. Yeah, I
Mhm.
seen that. I got a lot of your trailers queued up right now, so I'm about to show y'all a lot of them right now. But yeah, so what made you get to the point where you want to shoot your own films?
Man,
What
I
happened?
I got tired of being out in LA. For that, I mean, I knew sooner. I think my first 6 months out here, or first year and a half year out here, I was doing stand up comedy and acting, and I got tired of going out for roles that were perpetuating stereotypes. So and then I got tired of not being booked on people's shows. So I'm the type that I always take my own initiative to create my own narrative. So I said, you know what? If Hollywood's not going to write me, I'm going to write myself in. So I've always had stories. I've always been pretty good at writing. So I took my creative tenacity and I applied it to pen and paper. And I self-taught myself how to write. Every day after I would get done networking and looking for a job on Hollywood Boulevard and Sunset Boulevard, I would sneak into LA Film School every day. Swear to God, go to the garage, get on an elevator, come down, go to the library on the third floor, and I would read scripts and I would use those scripts as templates to teach me how to write. So that's exactly how I've self-taught myself how to write by using other people's work to as a template. But I was sneaking at school every day for like 3 4 months until they finally caught me and I learned how to write. I said, you know what, I'm going to write my own movie. I'm going to write my own movie. I'm going to make my own movie. No one's only person that's going to be able to tell me no is me.
Yeah, and I could believe that because
Yeah.
working on the film set with you, you're willing to work with anything. Like I make a joke about last time. If Rasheed sees a burning building, like some house burning down, she's like, "Hey, we could do something with that. get the
Yeah.
DP. Let's go inside that house. Like, you want us to go inside the house? It's burning down. Hey, that's a great shot. We could do something with that." I'm like, man. So
Yeah.
she willing. Oh yeah, I remember. Damn, somebody was doing some premiere in Hollywood, like on Hollywood Boulevard, and you like, hey, let's get into that and let's
Oh
make a film.
yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
for Induced Effect.
Yeah. My second feature film, my directorial debut also.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that was yeah.
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 Oh yeah, they were. They was having that premiere, and I said, "Go get that for B-roll."
Yep. I was like, man, he
Yeah.
just jumped in there, and that's how you gotta be. You gotta be that way. You gotta be willing to jump in certain things. You can't be scared. You can't be like, oh, I don't know if they're not gonna like that. No, you gotta find ways to make things happen when you're doing independent films. So
Yeah. And you know what's crazy about Induced Effect, Maurice?
yeah.
I wrote, I wrote it along with Niles Abson, who's a brilliant writer, and I produced that movie. and I started, but I had no intentions on directing it. 8 days before production, our director dropped out. No, it wasn't even 8 days. It was 4 days. 4 days before we went in production, he had this panic attack and he dropped out. And I never directed before.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what, man, I could do it. I've been on set enough. I'm like, I know what I kind of like a little bit. So I just said, hey, I'm going to direct this movie. We don't have enough time, and we already the ship had already sailed. So I just went on set. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just said, let me direct as action. Then I didn't know what I was doing on the first day. I think by the second and third day, I just started rolling. I was telling people where to put the cameras at, with the actors, what I needed them to do. So, man, that was a great learning experience.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's you can learn from. Sometimes you just need to jump into certain things, and you could definitely benefit from that when you just jump in there, and you can learn. You'll find out a lot about yourself when you're just jumping in there, because when you're making decisions on the fly like that, you'll realize how you react naturally to things that happen randomly.
Yeah, yeah. You have to take that leap of faith.
Now let me show the show. I'm gonna show him y'all the trailer of Coffee and Cabbage. This is the independent film that Rasheed did. He found a way to get it done. So you
Man, I
gotta
made that film
appreciate
for
independent filmmakers.
I
They
made that
find
whole feature film for 4 grand.
for 4 grand. He
The
found a
whole
way to get
feature
the
film.
money. He got the locations, and let me show you on the share this. Let me see how to share the screen. All right, there it goes. So let's see. This is his trailer from this is the first film he did.
Yeah, back in 2015.
Were you able to hear that? That's it.
Bring me back down memory lane, man. That was a baby. That was my baby for me. That was my first
Yeah, that
film
was the
I did.
first. Yep,
Hmm.
that was the first one, man. I was like, man, yeah, you got to find a way to get it done, because a lot of people they want to see like these Paramount Films production. They want to see CGI and all this. Y'all got to realize what it takes to make an independent film. It's coming from you got to hustle this money. You got to figure out these locations. These locations cost. If you film at this location, they might be, and you don't have a permit. Somebody like a police officer or a security guard will tell you to go away. So you got to figure out certain strategic ways of getting this film done. And Rasheed's very good at that. He'll just find a way to get it done. I don't know. Did you find a way to use a cop car? I think he
That
found a
was
way to
for
use a
induced
police car.
effect. Yeah, what happened? It was a cop driving past. Matter of fact, he was off duty undercover cop. I was so gracious that I said, "Hey, you know what? In this particular scene, we did not have. It wasn't even a cop scene written in, but he was supposed to be. The cop was supposed to be just walking. But I said, "Oh, that's a cop car." This cop was. He looked undercover and he was off duty. I said, "Hey, look." I said, "Please, officer." I said, "Would you be kind and let us use your car for like only 30 minutes? Because it seemed like you off work or off duty." He's like, "Sure." He's like, I was like, we just make a little independent film. I don't have any money. Let us use the car. Off duty cop. Thank him. I forgot his name too. Let us use
Oh
his
yeah.
car for 30 minutes. We
Oh
shot
man.
those scenes.
Yeah. See, you gotta see what happens. And you gotta figure out what can happen. Like, hey, let's just ask this cop if he can shoot this film, and he let it happen.
Yeah. Done some
So
crazy stuff.
So right now I'm going through. Right now, I guess the next project you're going to be on is actually you're going to be on Insecure.
Yeah,
Let
well,
me.
I'm on season 5, episode 4, so it's already out on HBO Max.
I'm going to show you your IMDb right now. So we're going through your IMDb. See, we have see there goes Coffee and Cabbage. You got a lot of other stuff here. You got short films, but this is the one that he did right here, Coffee and Cabbage, and Induced Effect. I'm gonna show the trailer for that. Between Forever, Love Story. Look right there. You see that? Insecure. He's on Insecure playing the Lyft driver. Did that episode air yet?
Yeah, it aired already. It's still on streaming. It's on HBO Max right now. Episode
Oh, so look
4.
out.
Yeah, episode 4, season 5.
And I remember working on this project with you, Loyalty, the TV series.
Oh
I worked
yes,
on.
yes, yes, yes. That's dropping this year.
Oh, so it has. Oh, yeah, it does say 2020. Man, it's taking that. It took that long to happen.
Well, yeah,
Oh
a lot of stuff, footage got lost and stuff, and so reshoots.
man. All right. Okay. So your second film was Induced Effect. So what inspired Induced Effect?
Nothing. You know what's funny? Uh, did you come to? Well, I had a screening for my movie, Coffee and Cabbage at LA Film School. It's funny though. I didn't even go to that school. They let me do a screening, so I did a screening. Somehow I convinced them that I went to that school, but I dropped out. So they let me do the screening there for free, dog. And all these, I had, like I told you, I made that movie for 4 grand. So I invited all these investors that I tried to get for Coffee and Cabbage. I'm like, hey, just come see my first film. Look what I did for 4 grand. Maybe you want to invest in my next project. And one of these investors, his name was Don. He's like, man, this film made me cry. He said that felt so genuine. I was like, yeah, that's my real story. He's like, you made this film for 4 grand. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's your next project? Me being a comic, I'm good at improv. I didn't have a next story already written. So I just made up this. I had this idea lingering in my mind, but I just kind of right there improv it, impromptu. I said, uh, I got this. My next movie I wrote. It's about these two blue collar workers who formed this unlikely partnership of selling illegal pills to make ends meet while trying to avoid disastrous mishaps. I made that up right there on the spot. He's like, oh wow. He's like, can I invest in that project? It was the same guy that denied me the first time.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, man. So he's like, the script done. I'm like, it's been done. He's like, I'm writing you a check right now. Wrote me a check right there in that theater. Didn't have a script.
Wow.
Man, I was and pumped that script out in like 2 weeks.
Man, you're
I wrote
you're
the
like,
first
oh,
40
get this
pages.
done. Oh,
Man, hell yeah.
so if somebody put you in that spot, you got to say, look, I did it, and then you got to try to figure it out.
Bro, that's why you always got to stay ready. I was ready when I knew I could pump out a script pretty quick. I got to page 40, and I said I wanted another voice, and I met Niles Abson. I say, bro, you want to help me collaborate on this script? So he came on,
Yeah, I
and
know Niles. Yeah, Niles a funny comedian, man. He helped on the project. He helped write, and yeah, he went pretty. He went
it was,
viral with a couple of videos. Yeah, he's doing
oh, he did.
okay. Yeah, I've seen him on Twitter. He went viral with stand-up comedy. So we're gonna show the Induced Effect trailer right now. As you can see, it always gets better. Production gets higher, and let me see, share screen. So I'm glad I have this software now. Now I know how to kind of work this thing now. So Yeah, so you got Eric Roberts on there, Julia Roberts' brother. How did that happen?
Yeah,
How
man,
did
he
you
was
how did you
lovely.
make that happen?
He was lovely to work out too. I I got word that he his son plays music. Um, his son plays music at some club in Hollywood, and I was trying to get in touch with him through his agents, but that wasn't happening. So I went up to this club that I heard his son plays live music, and I heard he had a show. I think I forgot who put me in that connection because I kept asking like, and somebody pointed me to this like, hey, his son performs here on Thursday. Because you know me, I started talking to everybody. Found out his son was where he was playing at. I went to the show, met his wife. His wife was so gracious. We talked to her for a little bit. Then we met Eric. I'm like, hey, man, I got this movie, blase, blase. Would you love it? I would love to have you in it. I'm gonna only need you for 4 hours, and I could pay you this amount of money. So I paid him, took out some money out of the budget, paid him. Only had him 4 days. I mean, only had him for 4 hours, but I shot multiple scenes. I just changed the camera angles and had him change his tops and didn't shoot him below. So, and it was, man, he was so gracious, man. A humble man, brilliant actor. Yeah, and it was my directorial debut working with an Oscar nominee. I mean, it was it
Yeah,
was amazing.
yeah. I remember because I worked on the project with you. I did some music for you on that project,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah
you did
you
the a
composed it.
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the yeah. I did a lot of songs for that trailer, and it's similar to like what happened with Issa Rae on Insecure. Wow, what's that? I thought about that. What's that rapper name? She went to college with this rapper. I forgot his
In real
name,
life.
but yeah, and he did the music for it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Jendaya.
Oh yeah. Oh, they went
I'm a
to college
classic
together.
guy. Yeah, they went to
Yeah, I know
college
who that
together,
is.
and he will give her free music. And then
Oh wow,
when she did Insecure, she brought him along. Like she helped. No, he made music for it.
that's dope. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, so
dope.
they is it's about what you know out here, man. It's about what you know. So
Yeah, who you
yeah,
know?
who you know who knows you out here. Yeah,
Well,
so
I'm definitely.
that's what I tell people out here. You gotta if if anybody interested in shooting your own films or just not just films in business, do your own thing. It's going to be more difficult. Because that's why a lot of people don't do their own thing because it's more comfortable because somebody else is taking care of all the production. When you got to do your own production and all that stuff, everything's on your shoulders. Everything's on your shoulders. So that's what she did. Yeah, I remember you booked you somehow got a location at a laundromat. How did that happen?
I when I was homeless, because I didn't have the money and I had to be resourceful. What I would do, I would hand wash my clothes inside the Wendy's bathroom, um, and I would dry my clothes inside the laundromat. Therefore, I'm saving money. Um, and I built a relationship with the owner, a rapport. She would see me in there every other week, and I would always talk to her. So I said, hey, she asked me what I wanted to do. I'm like, I'm gonna be a filmmaker. I'm gonna be an actor. I'm gonna be the biggest actor, biggest comedian, filmmaker the world has ever seen. I used to say that to her. She's like, I believe you. She always believed in me. And I said, I'm gonna do a film. It's coming soon. I was telling her. And when it came, I said, hey, that film I was telling you about, I'm gonna make it. Can I use this location? She's like, oh, absolutely. She's like, come in these hours though when people aren't here. And she let me use the location scot free for 2 hours.
Man, now what film was that for again?
That was for coffee
Um,
and cabbage.
oh, for Coffee Cabbage. Okay, that was the first one. All right. So
Mhm.
yeah, when out here, this is not just in the film industry, but in life, you gotta be willing to, ask people certain things. You gotta like, hey, see where it goes. Hey, can I shoot here? Can I film here? They say no. They say no. They say no. You got to be willing to take those no's because if you're not willing to take those no's, it's like shooting a shot at a girl. Like you see this beautiful woman, you got to shoot your shot. And if she says no, then she says no. But hey, what if she says yes? So that's how it is when Rasheed, you know, got these locations. Yeah, you got a lot of locations out there.
Yeah,
So
yeah, man.
I'm looking at your next film. Um, I want to put the trailer out for that one. Brown paper bag. What's that
Hmm.
about? Let us know what it's about
Uh,
before I put the trailer on.
a young black actor in the 1940s trying to make it in Hollywood, but he gets ostracized when event happens. Unfortunate event. He gets in a physical fight with a Hollywood producer, and back in the 1940s, that was a no-no. Yeah. So yeah, he's
All right,
ostracized.
I'm gonna see if they could hear it. They said he couldn't hear the last trailer. They could see it, but they can't hear it.
I put you probably. I'm gonna put my mic on mute.
Okay, let me see. Uh, Hopefully they can hear it this time. Let me move this thing up here.
Probably put your mic on mute.
Let me pause that. Can you hear now? Are you able to hear that, Rasheed? Y'all can't hear it?
I can't, but they probably can.
So you can't hear it either. Man, unmute mic. Oh, that's why. Oh, well, let me see. As long as y'all can see it, maybe should test that out before. But
No one cared about them in Hollywood, where they was just a butt of jokes. But down they were treated like stars. I got a new office.
wow, as we can see, the production value. You can see the progression with Rasheed's films. The production value is getting better and better. This is why you got to give independent artists a chance because now he's getting his budgets but getting higher and higher, as you can see. And that was my first time seeing that trailer. But that man, that looked fantastic. Now, where can people see that film, Rasheed?
It's on Amazon Prime, on Tubi TV. It's on Crackle. It's on Vudu, Tubi TV. I said Tubi already, right? And Google Play and
Yeah.
Apple TV.
Okay.
It's called Brown Paper Bag. So yeah. Matter of fact, most I think about 98% of my films are on Amazon Prime and Tubi TV and Vudu and Apple TV and Google Play and YouTube,
Okay.
YouTube Red, whatever it's called.
All right. So they're able to hear it better this time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm still
yeah, you
trying to
could.
figure this streaming thing out. I'm trying to figure it out. There's still some issues, but y'all got a chance to see it though, so y'all got to see how his progression is going up constantly. So there's only a matter of time before Rasheed's going to get a even bigger budget. Who knows what may happen? He might get an HBO deal, Showtime deal, Netflix deal. So people when they finally get their deal, that big deal, everybody wants to show up to their comedy show. Everybody wants to see their movie. But where were you when I was struggling and I was making these movies for a low budget? So y'all gotta, appreciate him while he's at this level right now because eventually he's going to blow up. So this,
Well,
right now your experience right here before he blows up eventually. So y'all do need to appreciate that, or y'all should appreciate it.
yeah, they got to be persistent and do what you love and love what you do.
Exactly, man. So what inspired you to make that movie right there, Brown Paper Bag?
Well, that one was actually a collaboration with. I got on that project as an actor with Dietrich McClure. It was his vision, his director to be in writing skills. So he brought me on because I had been telling my friend Ralph I've been wanting to do a period piece for the longest, and he dropped out the project and he introduced me to Dietrich, and I was like, man, I would love to work on this project with you, and I did, and man, it was the rest is history. Made the project, and then I helped get it distribution to a distribution company I had already been working with. So and I love
Oh yeah,
period pieces. It's right up my alley. The character was from Georgia. I'm from Georgia. He was an actor. I'm an actor. The only difference is he was doing it in the 40s. So I was like, that's that's simple mathematics. And
yeah.
and
Look.
I was go ahead.
Oh, what were you going to say?
I can't hear you.
Oh, what would you going to say?
Your mic is going. You sound inaudible.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Maybe because of the screen share. Let me take the screen share off. Uh, yeah, let me stop that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that's why I was trying to show your credentials while you explain things. So where we at again?
Oh, I was just telling you about how I got into the film and then got the distribution for it and came on as an actor.
Okay.
So
All right. Yes, a lot of people out here in Hollywood industry, they're willing to, I believe they're willing to sacrifice their morals, to get an edge. But then there's certain people who like, know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do my own thing. It's going to be more difficult and it's going to be more of a risk. But I'm willing to do my own thing to get above, to get to not above, but to this level I want to get to. And that's what she did, and is going to be doing. So you just
I
gotta
believe it's a
apply. You got to apply it to life and business.
yeah. Anytime you're an entrepreneur, it's a longer and more arduous task. It's definitely tougher, but the reward I believe is greater. Is more satisfying. It's like you built this foundation that's so strong that it's hard to knock you off the top because you built your own foundation. So I didn't want to just come in just as an actor or just as a comedian. I wanted to be able to tell my story as a producer, writer, director. I've always loved storytelling. So you know, um, that's what I did, man. And I'm not stopping. I'm steamrolling ahead, God willing.
Exactly. We as I can see, you're not stopping because I got another trailer. I was like, Rasheed got another one coming up.
Oh yeah, I think I
And you
did
sent me these
between.
trailers, but oh yeah, I gotta look that one up. I didn't want to watch these trailers yet because you sent me because I want to watch it, for the first time while I do this video. Let me queue up in between forever. I'm gonna show that as well. But next I'm gonna show what you remove. Would you, does it matter which one I show first? What do you prefer that I show first?
I can't hear you. Your camera's a little bit. I mean, not your camera, but
Oh,
your mic.
I'm gonna get. That's what I'm gonna get next. I'm gonna get a microphone, man. I'm still using my built-in mic for my laptop. And
I actually
look
have
at
a
my
mic for you.
screen, man. All right, yeah. Give me that mic. Look at my screen. It's dated. It's like 2010. You're in HD. I'm all faded and stuff. I got a light right
What,
here.
what,
I'm
are
trying to.
what are you using? A flip phone? What are you?
Hey
I
man,
say,
I'm
is that
supposed
a
to be a flip
flip
phone.
phone?
It's a laptop, but the
A
laptop's
Boost
outdated,
Mobile.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Boost mobile laptop, man. I'm all back in the day. It's like the brown paper bag movie. I'm a 1932 when it comes to this technology right now. You're in the future.
Yeah,
I'm in the past.
I'm hearing it dark too. I'm animatic.
Look at
See?
he said he's laughing right. Look at Sub Gotti. He said flip phone. Yeah, yeah, 'cause it is, man. My video quality looks bad. All right, so I'm gonna show you. You can hear me though, right? You can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You probably hear me a little bit. I gotta put my face all close to the mic. I'm gonna get a
Yeah,
microphone
talking.
too on a progression. As you can see, Rasheed progressed with his filming. I want to progress with my, I'm gonna microphone and better. All right, so
The
let's show this next
filmmaker.
one called. Yeah. I'll show one seat removed. All right, this is his next one. He's cranking out these movies, man. He's cranking them out. But she's not stopping. All right, let me share. Hopefully we can see this or hear it. I will say. Shooting it up right now. We got 20 people in here so far.
We're clear. Drop that beat. Everyone, please continue to be the musical chairs national anthem. And we sit and we stand and we move once again. This is I'm not sitting down for the national anthem.
Oops. She was hitting those high notes right there. Hitting those high notes. Oh shit. All right. Yeah, so explain what that movie's about. One seat removed.
Once it
Did we already
removed, it's about the underground world of musical chairs. So it's a satirical dark comedy. Yeah, yeah. It's And hopefully people get it though, get that vibe. Like in this world, musical chairs are like the football, basketball in this alternative universe. Like, yeah, it's a dangerous game, man.
And that's the thing about trailers, right? Trailers supposed to, they're not supposed to like explain everything. Like it's sort of a mystery. Like I'm like, what the fuck's going on? But then I'm seeing some weird, something mysterious, something freaky is happening. That's the vibe I got from it. Like something's kind of freaky going on with these musical chairs, and that's the vibe I got from it. Then you're that one part where you're singing was funny, man. I was like, so I'm curious to see what's going on right now.
Yeah, my character, who's the protagonist, what his father's a pastor, so his father has kind of pretty much just what word am I looking for? He's pretty much just overly protected him and kept him in this like small sanctuary where he doesn't see the outside world because he doesn't want his son to get involved in a dangerous world of musical chairs. But in order to keep him busy, he allows him to be the lead singer of the choir. But because he's been in a church since he was a kid, he's oblivious of what good singing sounds like. He thinks his father has instilled this false sense of confidence that, hey man, son, you're the greatest singer of all time. You're going to be the lead singer. So that's what that is. It's his father allowing him to escape inside the church instead of on the streets where musical chairs can be very tempting. So,
Okay,
but
all right,
after he finds out his father has cancer, he has no choice but to sit because he has to. They can't afford the treatment, so his son goes out there and starts participating in musical chairs. He's like my heart and my ass tells me I was meant to sit. And the crazy thing is, what he doesn't know, his mother was considered the goat of musical chairs, but she ended up dying before. I mean, but she died before, while she was pregnant with him. So he doesn't know his mother, and his father tries to keep that secret away from him. She died because
okay,
when she was participating in a musical chair competition, somebody pushed her chair out, and she hit her head on the end of the corner of a chair. So that's the backstory of his mother.
okay. And where can we find this? Where can people watch this film?
That's gonna be out later this year. So we have yet to see. Well, we haven't finished doing that whole thing. Right now, we just shot a little bit of it. It was like a proof of concept. So I'm getting together the rest of the
Okay.
funding to finish. Yeah.
All right, so Rasheed's getting the funding together to finish that film. Yeah, a lot of people do that. You like if y'all familiar with Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds did the same thing with Deadpool. They filmed like a presentation type thing to get people hyped up about it. Then they finished it later. So that's what Rasheed's doing. He put together, this trailer, and he's going to convince certain people. Then he's going to get the funding. So he's in the process of finishing this film. So, like, what's the name? Takara tomorrow said, "I'm about to order this coffee and cabbage first since that's the baby." Okay, yeah, watch that coffee and cabbage. That's his first film. So when he takes off,
Yeah.
people want to see. They're curious to see, like, what was Quentin Tarantino's first film? Like, what was M. Night Shyamalan's
Yeah.
first film?
Mhm.
Check out his first
Yeah.
film before it blows up.
Yeah. I think I'm very appreciative of the support. So yeah, definitely,
Let me see some of
definitely,
these
man.
these
God
comments
bless.
on here. Let's see. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. We the people, salute Mo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, give some shout outs to Rasheed. I'm about to show one more trailer, and then we're gonna wrap this interview up. We're gonna show Between Forever. This looks like a romance. I'm just basing off the cover. This is
That's
very
another one.
romantic.
Yeah, that's another one that's based off my a real experience in my life.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna share this. Saying I'll be all that right now with the software that I'm using, but we'll see. We'll make it work. This was rated R, so man, okay, what's going on with this one? What's going on? Is there rated? Maybe some sex scenes? I don't know. All right, let's see. All right, let's play this. Welcome to Los Angeles, a place where anything can happen. Yeah, man, I'm looking at that. That looks great, man. It looks fantastic. Great locations, man. How did that come up? Like, let me see, starring Rasheed. Now, did you write this one?
I
Was
wrote
this
it
one
by
you wrote?
myself. Wrote it by myself.
Oh, yeah, you did write it. Yeah, written by Rasheed, directed by Scooter Powell.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. Yeah. See, it's the fact that you see those locations that he shot at, right? This is something that you gotta scout out for before you shoot in a project, man. You gotta figure it out. Sometimes you may not have the permit for it, especially in LA. So you just gotta wing it and make it work. And that's how it is for an independent filmmaker. You gotta figure things out and make things work. And that looked like a fantastic film, man. Where can people watch that? Is that out yet?
Yeah, it's out. It's on Amazon. It's on Redbox on demand. It's on Google Play, Apple TV. Um, it's on Vudu. Um, so yeah, it's on a lot of different streaming sites. Amazon, that's the Amazon Prime. Yeah.
All right. So after that film, between forever, and One Seat Removed, is there anything you're working on next? Like, what's the next film you may be working
I
on? That's
I
in.
got a movie coming out in theaters later on this year. I did this movie with Terrence Howard and a couple
Oh,
other
okay.
people. It's called The Walk. So I was got a little small role in that. I'm gonna start filming this. I got a movie that I wrote that I'm gonna start filming at the end of this year, and I'm shopping around some TV shows, man. And I'm trying to always get my budgets bigger and bigger. And yeah, so that's the goal. That's the objective, man. Get bigger, better, smarter, faster.
Oh, shit is breaking up. I think it broke up a little bit. I can't hear you, Chief.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you now. Okay,
Okay.
say it again. Like what?
What did you hear? I don't know what you heard and what you didn't hear.
I didn't hear most of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is all breaking up.
No, it's all good. What I was saying was, I'm just my objective is just to create bigger and better projects this year. Get more experience, uh, and create work that's going to inspire, make someone aspire, make someone believe, and and achieve something great, man. Just share. I want to share my work and my creativity with the world, as many people as possible. I want to put all my work out, and hopefully people enjoy it. And if not, just hopefully you experienced it, man.
And I know I got a lot of supporters from the ground, and they say we the
Right.
people. They I got a lot of supporters from Kwame Brown. I think there's Kwame, so I got a lot of supporters, Kwame Brown supporters, and they say we the people. They say we the people. Okay,
Oh, that dude's
and y'all believe
hilarious.
in we the people.
Yeah,
Yes,
supporting
hilarious,
people.
man. We the people support Rasheed Wallace. He's part of the people. I mean Rasheed Wallace.
I
Rasheed
gotta send some.
Stevens.
I gotta send
I
some of
said the
my film.
basketball player.
I gotta send my trailers to Kwame Brown. Let him check out some of them. I would love to hear his funny critiques, man. That dude's
All
hilarious.
right, yeah. Yeah, I'll let him know about it, man. I'll send it to him. I'll get in contact with this guy. Self Talk, he has contact with him, and I'll get in contact with Queen Regina, and we'll make that happen. So we'll look into making that happen. Yeah, because he has this thing called small. He promotes small businesses, but I'm sure he'll get into like promoting like independent films as well.
Yeah, which is
So I mean,
essentially
he's still
it's a
working.
small business.
That's
Yeah.
definitely true. Oh yeah, see somebody said that right there. Oh yes, we definitely the people. Yep. Oh yes, we the people. The Kara tomorrow. Yeah, can you see these comments, Rasheed?
Oh, I can see him. I can see him now on the side of your page. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
guess
yeah,
I'm.
these people. Yep. See, she's supporting right here. Rasheed Wall. I keep saying Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Stevens. Keep thinking basketball player. My bad. Yeah, but yeah, Rasheed Stevens. Yeah, support Rasheed Stevens, man. He's putting out projects. As y'all can see, man, he's cranking them. He's putting together projects. He's making things happen. There's people who talk the talk. They're talking about, man, I'm about to write the script. They'll even write the script and they'll post the script on IG. Like, look at the script I wrote. Look at the script. Man, I started it. And then nothing happens. He actually wrote the script, shot the script, got the locations, put it out. He made it happen. So that's the key. You got to make things happen. You got to go out there and do. Rasheed's a doer. He's not a talker. Well, he's a talker too, but he's also a talker and a doer. Yeah, he's definitely a
Yeah.
talker, man. He'll make some
Yeah.
shit happen with his mouth. He'll like, wait, no, wait, pause. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. He'll make things happen with words. You know, he'll find a way and he'll make things happen.
Yeah. I love
So
talking.
man, yeah, definitely, man. We're gonna wrap this up, Rasheed. Man, it's been good talking to you, man. We met on a comedy circuit, and
Like
I would like
2013.
to 2013, man. Yeah, doing comedy out here, and yeah, I sent them. I did music for Induced Effect. So, I'll send them some more music if need be. You know, I'll just send it to them for free. I I
Yeah.
do it for free
Man,
for
I would
him,
love it. I
and
would love it. Dog.
I'll just send stuff for him. So
And
yeah, it's
once
been
we're making the big projects, you're gonna be making the music for the movies.
exactly, man. So similar to Issa Rae with I can never say his name, Jendea.
Mhm.
You know, you just gotta support at the beginning. Then when things blow up, hey man, that you got the budget now. And then you gotta look at the big picture. You gotta see things in the long term.
Mhm. And I got another. Oh, I do. I'm tripping. I got another feature film coming out later this year that I directed, wrote, produced, and starred in. It's called Lost in a Moment.
So Lost in a Moment. Okay, so I'm gonna look out for Lost in a Moment. And you know what? What's your IG and how can people get in contact with you?
Uh, Spell my name backwards, so it's Stevens Rasheed underscore. So that's STEPHENS, then RASHEED underscore. So Stevens Rasheed underscore on Instagram
Wait. So Stevens. So Stevens Rasheed.
underscore.
Is it a capital? Is it also Stevens underscore
No,
then Rasheed?
Stevens Rasheed underscore.
Oh, okay, Rasheed. Is it capital S and H or just lowercase?
No cap.
Okay, so I'm typing it right now so y'all can follow him.
Yeah,
You know,
follow me and support the movement, baby.
so at Stevens Rasheed underscore
Mhm.
Stevens Rasheed. Let me see. Hopefully it's right. Let me look at. I'm about to post it. Let me know if it's correct or not. I'll correct it. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So that's his IG. Follow Rasheed on his IG. All right, he's gonna be putting out more films. He got a lot of projects coming out, and when he comes out with a new project, I'm gonna bring him back on here. So he can promote more of his films. And he's a stand-up comedian as well. So he's a funny guy, creative guy, and That's how it is, man. All right, it's good, Rasheed, man. Good talking to you. Good promoting your projects, man. Looking forward to our
Thank you.
next interview.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you, the people. God bless
All
Maurice,
right.
man.
All right. Thanks, man. I'm gonna take you off right here. All right. All right, guys. Y'all see it right here. You see his IG. Follow Rasheed. I showed you guys the trailers. He's doing it, man. He's out here putting in the work. You see the progression. From coffee and cabbage. You see how his budget's getting bigger. His budget's getting bigger. The production value is getting better. So everybody starts off at a certain point. Then it improves. Film by film. So yeah, just give them a shot, man. Give them a shot because you never know. A lot of these people who blow up, people look at Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, um, like these superstars, they started off at a point. And you see Dame Dash's film, Paper Soldiers, right? Paper Soldiers. He shot that with Kevin Hart. These are the independent films that people shoot with their own budget, with a low budget. 'Cause a lot of people they expect it to be this huge Michael Bay type budget, but you got to give these people a chance. You got to give these people a chance, and give them a chance. Follow him on IG because he's on Insecure right now, so you never know when it's going to happen. All of a sudden, he has this deal with HBO Max and Netflix. You never know what can happen. Because a lot of people say, "Man, I was with Kevin Hart at the beginning. Now I was riding with him at the beginning." And a lot of people weren't riding with you at the beginning. So, show some love right now. Follow Rasheed on IG right there. You see it right there. Follow him on IG. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Takara tomorrow. Those films look good. Yeah, man, those films look good, man. Just follow him, man. Uh, Very similar to Kevin Smith. He made Clerks for super cheap too, which put him on the map. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, you gotta support these independent filmmakers out here because it's not easy, especially when you're not relying on the Hollywood budget where these people have these high budgets. He wasn't willing to like, you know what, man, I'm not trying to do all this to get on this film project. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm not gonna wait on somebody to put me on their film. And look, it paid off because he shot his own films and now he's on Insecure and he said a project with Terrence Howard. He's on that as well. So I'm going to support more of these independent filmmakers, and also you can support black filmmakers as well. So show that support. You talk about we the people, we the people, we the people. These are the people right here. So you got to support. You gotta be about it. So we the people. You got to really be about it. So I'm trying to get in contact with Kwame Brown, Self Talk, and see if he could do something that could promote independent filmmakers, black independent filmmakers, and especially, support, bring that support out there as well. So yeah, I'm going to end it right here. Thanks for the support. I had about 20 people on this live, and that's great, man. That's great. I'm doing better and better. I'm doing better and better. I appreciate the people that are here, the diehards. I'm glad y'all supporting these projects and these live streams that I'm doing. All right, so that's it. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm working on a new Kwame remix. It's going to be out pretty soon. No, I'm not going to say pretty soon, but it's going to be out. It should be out this week. So look out for that. And look at Williams right here. He said William Smithers late, but yeah, just check it out. I'm about to end the stream, but just check it out, man. It's interesting. Support Rasheed Stevens. Follow him on his IG. And I'm out.